in the context of the shrouded lighthouse is really simple. Whatever you haven't worked on, I classify as a dark light. So if you have anger issues, that's a dark light. If you have abandonment issues, that's a dark light. If you can never take responsibility for what goes wrong in your life, for the struggles that you have in your life, and if you create these coping mechanisms that put all of the culpability on your partner, right? You have to protect me. You have to protect me from myself. These are dark lights. Dark lights are imperceptible. They're harder to see. And sometimes you got to get past that 18-month honeymoon window of the new relationship in order for these dark lights to start rising to the surface. And they rise to the surface so that they may be reconciled. Now, in my previous book, The Holographic Relationship, I talked about spiritual entropy in context to the scientific model. Entropy is the second law of thermodynamics. And what that basically says is any energy system that goes on will begin to break down the longer it goes on. In relationships, this is how we find ourselves looking for that spark that was lost. Another term for entropy is hidden information. So when we talk about entropy, the longer we don't address something, the longer we don't confront something in relationship, the more the relationship begins to break down into chaos. I believe two people, or people in general, have two separate lighthouses. Now, if we look at light in terms of the frequencies and the bandwidth, what is considered visible light is a very small spectrum. What's a wider spectrum is invisible light. What is invisible light? Ultraviolet rays, X-rays, gamma rays. This is light radiation that can't be perceived by the human eye. The metaphor is quite simple. Everybody is a lighthouse that's calling relationships to them, to the shores of their soul, to be reconciled. But you also have a dark lighthouse that works in the same way that the visible lighthouse does. That dark lighthouse is what you haven't healed. That's also calling people into your life so it can be reconciled, so it can be turned into what I call a visible light. So when we talk about unhealed inner work, we're also talking about modeling. Our parents are works in progress. So oftentimes we're teaching them as they're raising us. And whatever they haven't worked on, children tend to model that. It was Bowlby who talked about attachment theory. And in Bowlby's work, whatever attachment style you developed as an infant goes on into adulthood, and it will present itself in your relationships, whether that is a secure attachment, an insecure attachment, or an indifferent attachment. The wounds that our parents left unhealed has the potential to become the standards and principles we have for relationships as adults ourselves. Did you know that every person you meet has two houses? What do you mean? And the unseen. Hi, I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. I have a new book called The Shrouded Lighthouse: How to Uncover the Silver Lining in Every Situation Shift. I delve deep into the inner work that needs to be done in order to mature spiritually. Now, this book is the follow-up to my 2019 release, The Holographic Relationship. In this book, I will talk about the two lighthouses. Go to my website right now to pre-order. The pre-order link is theshroudedlighthouse.com. The first 500 people to do so, you will get an autographed copy. Thank you all for supporting my work. We're about to change the game. I appreciate you guys for always supporting the work that I do. I look forward to getting your feedback on this new book. Thank you.
Don't be this guy. Raise your drive and libido. It's time to man up with X-Wolf. Boost your testosterone levels to help decrease your body fat percentage and increase lean muscle mass gains. Boost your stamina and blood flow for those tough workouts. And these workouts also. Go to xlabsubs.com to find out more.
Come on, coffee lovers. There's a black-owned business out there called writerspause.com. Go to their website right now. Select from over 20 aromatic flavors, caffeinated or decaffeinated. Writerspause.com, black-owned business that is owned by a husband and wife. If you putting money into Starbucks, into Coffee Bean, into all these other places that are not owned by our folk, you're part of the problem. Please recycle black-owned dollars by going to writerspause.com, selecting your particular blend, which won't be roasted until you select the blend that you want. Go there right now and tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Fresh, roasted, only when ordered. You got to order it first, then they'll roast it. They have roasters all over the country. Please support black-owned business, writerspause.com. Hey, hit the like button. Welcome to the show. Hit the like button. Get in here and let us know what's cracking. We got a new business to support today. I hope you guys loved all of the little mini vignettes that's breaking down some of the concepts and ideas that are contained within the Shrouded Lighthouse book. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We got a new business to support today, the Cluttered Mind Clothing Company. I want you guys to check them out. Black-owned business, owned by a sister. Come on, brothers, let's rally around the sisters. What happened? Thoughts and designs inspired by a cluttered mind. Clothing and accessories that resonate with you. Sounds like Gemini mischief to me. I love it, I love it, I love it. We all have to find ways to be more mindful from our minds. And I think it's very important that we support black-owned businesses. Please follow Cluttered Mind Clothing at or on Instagram at The Cluttered Mind Apparel, and also on Facebook, right? Facebook.com/The Cluttered Mind. They have a variety of items like t-shirts, hoodies, caps, crop tops, not caps, but crop tops, joggers, sweatpants, mugs, face masks, and more to come. They have 5 different collections to choose from. They have a divine feminine collection. I think y'all should support that. A divine feminine collection. Y'all should get with that. They have an immaculate masculine collection. I see balance. Immaculate masculine collection. Indigenous connection. We were here first. You know what I want to say. We were here first. Indigenous collection, my own table collection, and a black love collection. The Cluttered Mind Apparel Company is here. Please support. Please go to theclutteredmindapparel.com. That's theclutteredmindapparel.com. Please buy all they stuff. Sell them out. Sell them out. Hallelujah. Yeah. Do you see the scruffiness returning? I think my beard will finally connect. Oh boy, if I get a beard. Oh, I'm gonna look biblical. Oh Lord, I'm gonna look chosen by the one himself. Yes, Lord, I'm gonna look like, I'm gonna look like one who walks after him. Lord have mercy.
GlowCosmeticsAllure.com got me on it. I'm using this product. Let this whole beard show up on your ass. Huh? You talking about a zaddy? Let this full beard walk in here, salt and peppered up with the great tip. Ooh, Zoisley, Lord have mercy. Oh, Atlanta. You gonna see me walk in here with Kelly Price. Oh, Lord. Let this full beard come in. Go to GlowCosmeticsAllure.com for their special beard oil, man. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, soothes and improves skin under the beard, masculine aroma that attracts women, promotes hair growth to add length and fill in patchy hair. I'm praying for the fill in on the patchy. Lord have mercy. Yes. I'm going to tell you right now, www.glowcosmeticsallure.com. Go support. You saw the ex-wolf ad. What is a full beard without a stern rod? See, the beard pulls you in, but the rod keeps you there. The rod keeps you, you see? Listen, I'm fishing with the beard. The beard is bait, but the rod, oh, Lord, I can't spare the rod. You understand? Once I hook you, I got to finish you off with the rod. You better get that ex-wolf, huh? Over 30, testosterone levels drop, man. Go to xlabsups.com. xlabsups.com. All right? Support this black-owned. Every business I'm showing you is black-owned. Please support. And then Zmos business, Zoe Williams. Go to zmosbusiness.com. You do know these are available right now. Zmos, Zoe's own Zmos is in the building. Zmos. Let's see what I got in here. I got Irish Zmos, bladder rack, burdock, black pepper, 60 capsules, FDA approved. Huh? I tried to tell y'all to start your own business with the Zmos business that I presented to you guys months ago. I said zmosbusiness.com if you want to start a micro business. Well, here's a micro business that has manifested in your face. Go support this, man. This is Zoe Williams' business. Guess what? We only got 50 bottles. That was our first order. We wanted to do a test order to see what happens. Buy all 50 bottles today. Can we get 50 orders today? Can we get 50 orders today? Let's go do it right now. Zmos, my own brand. Play on words. Instead of Zmos, make it Zmos. Let's go on out there and do this. Guess what? Zoe Williams is not going to stop until I continue to show you guys models of possibilities, as Uncle Bobby would say. By the way, everybody should go subscribe to Uncle Bobby's Westward podcast. Google Westward, Dan Patrick podcast. Yes, Bobby Glanton is with Dan Patrick of ESPN. They have teamed up to do a podcast called Westward. Everybody should subscribe, because you know, in the podcast game, the more subscribers and people downloading that podcast, the more successful it becomes. His first episode, of course, was with legendary logo of the NBA, Jerry West. He got the last interview with legendary Laker Elgin Baylor. And also, the damn thing is, Bobby did all of this. The thing is narrated by Keith David. Bobby brought all these people to the table, man. So we got to support Bobby big time. We got to support Bobby big time. All right, Total Package Energy. I'm on it today. You got to know, I'm on that Total Package Energy. I had a Total Package Energy today, this morning. Let me tell you what I found at my house. I found cases of the original bottles. You want one? I got you. Yes, I got cases. So I'm turned up today, God damn it. Total Package Energy, black-owned business out of the Bay Area. Feel good energy, high potent vitamin C, pea protein. You got to support all of the brands that they have in front of you. The B12, feel good energy. I use it all, especially during COVID. COVID done flipped the world upside down, man. I have never tested positive for that shit, and I ain't gonna. You know why? Because I'm gonna stay in control of my immune system. I'm gonna take vitamin C, B12. I gotta start drinking, eating more of the pea protein for sure. 20 grams of protein in each serving. My daughter, she made me a couple of smoothies, man, and they were amazing because I couldn't taste none. See, my whole thing is I need to be able to taste good tasting shit. I don't want to taste nothing that tastes like wood or cardboard or nothing like that. But what I found with the pea protein, it don't taste like nothing. It tastes like whatever you put it in. So she put it in the mango and the pineapples and some strawberries and blackberries and put a little, some type of, what was that icy shit she put? She put ice in it and turned it into like a little smoothie. Was it the fruit ice? Oh yeah, it was delicious. Lord have mercy. So let me just say, Total Package Energy, support. Smoothie tofu. Yeah, it turns into whatever you take. Yeah, like that. Yes. Please support the HuriKane Report. I'm supporting the HuriKane Report big time. Please support. H-report.news, man, the Black Al Jazeera for black folk in America. Whether you call yourself ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves, or FBA, Foundational Black Americans, or just brothers and sisters. This is our news source. Please go to h-report.news. Also, did you guys see I'm promoting the pre-orders for my new book, The Shrouded Lighthouse? Did y'all see that? Come on, man. Can we get a whole crap ton of orders today? We need those orders. We're at 426. Can we get 40 orders today? Because we're getting close to that 500 mark. We're at 426. We've been inching closer and closer and closer and closer. Yes, for people asking in the chat room, Geoff Brown is on the way. Listen, I'm not going to promote the other books that I have right now. I want you guys to support the Shrouded Lighthouse. Right now. Today. Right now. Right now. Today. Right now. I know it's a lot of people, man, who come in here, they get good game, they listen to what we talking about, and they don't support nothing. They criticize, they talk shit, they belittle, they demean, they try to shame niggas, they try to broke shame niggas, they try to knowledge shame niggas, but they don't support. What if you were charged for criticizing? Pay a toll for talking shit. Toll to be a troll, right? What if that was a prerequisite for being able to talk shit? I'm just saying, now's the time for everybody to get involved with this particular work because I believe this particular work is the most important work I've ever produced. And now's the time. Somebody said a critic tax. Yes, a critique. Crit tax, a critique tax. I believe that. Anyway, Geoff Brown is not here. I'm trying to dance a little bit for him. Oh, put. Listen, he not here, but he coming. There go his microphone sitting over there. Oh, man. But yeah, I believe that I'm going to talk a little bit and wait for Geoff before we set it up. There should definitely be a troll tax. Everybody in here should hit the like button. Let's do it. Hit the like button. But let me just say this again. The Shrouded Lighthouse, man, again, is my most important work to date. In 2015, I was fucked up. When the relationship Dismount first came out, that was 4 years after a breakup. Ooh, I thought I was gonna be with that girl forever, man. Shit. And that shit fucked me up. I had Cool Mo on deck. Cool Mo was like, "Ah, nah, nigga, you acting like a bitch." Like, he was like, "You're a god amongst insects." Ah, shit. So I was in a different headspace when I wrote that book. And that book was a workbook, and it's still selling. A lot of people are still very moved and inspired by the work put into that book. That book was amazing, the way it came together. And shit, I read it the other day, man, and I was like, God damn, this shit is as potent. It's rich. It's a rich read. It's rich like motherfucking goddamn cheesecake. It's spiritual, intellectual cheesecake. Man, then in 2019, a holographic relationship. That shit, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't write unless I have an idea. Like, I'll go years without writing. The relationship Dismount came out 10 years after my first book. So if I don't have an idea, I ain't writing shit. So these ideas have been coming to me, and I believe that The Shrouded Lighthouse is one of my most profound works, you know, and I'm very, very pleased and excited about it. And yes, this editing process has been difficult, and we going through it right now. Me and the editors, we going through it, because I got 2 sets of editors. One editor tried to quit on me last week. It's too difficult. Get down. She was fucked up. I was like, so you gonna quit after you got paid half the bread? Oh no, you don't get to do that. She was like, I wasn't really gonna quit. I'm a Pisces. We be saying things that we don't mean. Nah, but she's still on board, and you know, she's working diligently. Then it shifts over to my Virgo out of Oakland. This sister has edited works by all of KRS-One's books. She's done all of Ruminations, the Temple of Hip Hop. She's done all of his books. So I'm gonna tell you, man, this is good. So please go to theshroudedlighthouse.com and pre-order your copy right now. Can we set a goal today? Can we set a goal today, right? For 100 copies. Let's set a goal. Let's get 100 pre-orders in today so we could cross that 500 mark. Now let me say this. Anybody who orders today is May 1st. If you order today, even if we exceed 500 orders today, I will autograph everybody's copy today. So even if, I know we said 500 and then we cut it off, but if you order on May 3rd, 2021, I will sign everybody's copy. So let's get there right now. Now, I'm just gonna jump right into it and then gonna have to fucking start over when Geoff comes, which pisses me off. Please go to theshroudedlighthouse.com. Pre-order today. Can you put up a few pictures? No. Before you do the pictures, let me just go to this right here, right now. Oh God. Y'all remember me talking about this last week, right? Caitlyn Jenner running for government. and we're talking about governor of California. We talked about this last week, and I said then, go get the book Prometheus Rising by Robert Anton Wilson. Why did I tell you to go get that book? I told you to go get Quantum Psychology by Robert Anton Wilson. Why did I ask you to go get these books? Because I said social programming is software that can be upgraded, updated, or deleted outright. Social programming, where you're from, how you're raised, what you believe in, that's called soft programming. Okay? And based on where you're from, you could be a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant from Boston, but love hip hop, and yet still be racist. And are attracted to black sisters and their bodies. Do you get what I'm saying? Now throw another layer of soft programming. You could be a Sagittarius male or an Aquarius female with the same, do you see the perspectives that you're coming from? Look at your boy, Caitlin. This is a transgender running for governor of the 5th largest economy on the planet Earth, but yet has conflicting beliefs with the LBGT. Q plus, okay. He says if you're a biological boy, you shouldn't be in girl sports, which most heterosexual people agree with. How you gonna be Hercules strong, socking the shit out of and choking the fuck out of little girls with a lace front? So, do you see the confusion? This is why we try to tell you, stop following media. Do you know how many people mold themselves based off of what they see in the media? Right? Because they're coming from so many different perspectives. This is an Olympian, an ex-Olympian man that is now, it made it to the Wheaties box, that is also white, deals with white wealth, also, now he's trans. But he's also Republican. Do you see the conflicting points? That's why I told you to go get the book Prometheus Rising. That's why I told you to go get the book Quantum Psychology by Robert Anton Wilson, because it talks about the conflation of all these different mindsets and perspectives that are within your community, that are filtered through the media, that you begin to mold yourselves after. I don't think boys, if you're a biological boy, you shouldn't be in girls' sports. I believe that to be true too. I don't want to see no dude with pigtails choking the shit out of my daughter who's in wrestling.
What's the flip side? A trans girl playing.
I think the flip side is true too. But when we say he's, because somebody, Christopher Perkins says he's confused as fuck. But he might be. But we're confused as fuck because guess what we do? We follow. We applaud. You go, girl. We done applied you go, girl, to him. Or, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's politically incorrect to tell your truth now, right? You go, girl? Do you see what I'm saying? Caitlyn Jenner says if you're a biological boy, you shouldn't be in girl sports. And if the reverse is true, girls shouldn't be in, men's sports, right? Listen, they have been integrating the races for years. Do you remember when motherfucking the boys club was just the boys club, and the girls club was down the way, and it was just the girls club, and your ass couldn't get in the girls club if you was a boy. You had to do your sneakery. And don't get caught on the grounds of the girls club and you a boy. You might go to jail, nigga. The fuck is you doing here? But once they started integrating the boys club to be the boys and girls club, right? The girls club kind of went away because then it was boys and girls club. Girls were allowed to come into the boys club. Now, the reason for boys clubs was to keep young inner city kids off the street. So there were a lot of black male mentors in the boys club business, right? In the boys club facilities. I remember they taught you woodworking. There were basketball coaches. They taught you all, you remember all the little, what was that little plastic shit where you make your own little plastic jewelry and, arts and craft. We had all that shit at the boys club, and they would take you on field trips. Shit like, again, they started integrating that in preparation for this. Now remember, 0.8% of the African American population is trans. 0.8%. Now, I'm not saying, see, I say that not to say that 0.8% don't count. Because obviously they count. All human people count. But you don't get, that 0.8% shouldn't get the chance to skip in line when in terms of people that need to be serviced by this government. That 0.8% has skipped in front of all the black men and women. It's a major talking point of BLM, Black Lives Matter. How the fuck did 0.8% trump the black men that are now incarcerated? How your issues just show up and then get pushed to the front of the line before our issues? Now women are team woman, womanism. Fuck it, we team woman. We could do all bad by ourselves, or we could do a little better with each other. Fuck niggas. Do you see? You can't be a real human being if you're mimicking the narratives that are being pushed through the media for you to follow. Womanism, feminism, all that shit is coming through academia. And if you're not the author of the academics that you memorize, the fuck are you? Did you hear what I said? If you're not the author of the academics that you memorize. Huh? The author of the academics that you memorize. And let me just say this, hit the like button, please hit the share button, and in all honesty, man, please hit the super chat. Motherfuckers just said, fuck super chat. They just stopped super chatting all to goddamn together. God damn. Fuck super chat. Please hit the super chat. We need those super chats. And let me shout out somebody real quick. Let me shout out somebody real quick. Henry Perez. Henry Perez is our first Shrouded Lighthouse pre-order. Thank you, Henry Perez. He paid using PayPal. We appreciate it, man. Geoff Brown just walked in. Let me tell you something about Geoff Brown. So Geoff Brown will call me and be like, say, man, Monday, I need to talk to you. Because I need to take this shit serious. You understand? I need to take this shit serious. I saw what you sent her. Yeah. I need to take this shit serious, Zoe. Some real shit happening. I need to take this shit serious. You understands me? I said, all right, Geoff. I'm ready to talk to you about it. Geoff come in this motherfucker. Geoff, that fucking Los Angeles Fire Department fire truck means nothing. It means nothing to me, Geoff. Don't you hate when a nigga grab you? Don't you hate when a nigga grab your loose t-shirt neck? This nigga reached for you like you was his little boy. Bring your ass.
Is this the motherfucker stole my honey bun? Wait a minute, I just got here. This is my first day in prison. I had no idea I wasn't.
Geoff, let me tell you why. These pictures mean nothing.
How about it?
Because if you would have left earlier.
I'd have been in that.
No, you wouldn't have. You would have been, I'm saying early, Geoff. See, he don't even have a concept of early.
No.
He said I would have been in that. No, you wouldn't have.
I'd have been in it. No, I didn't leave early. Because, see, here's what you all
I know what you
understand.
do, Geoff. I know what you do.
Geoff Brown, this is my third job today. I've done 2 jobs already. I done with the camera.
One is cooking breakfast.
Two jobs. No. That's 4, then 4.
Because I know what you do, Geoff. You had oatmeal today, didn't you?
No. I'll tell you what I had today. Right after I ran, almost sprinted. Old man sprinted a quarter mile. Where's the goddamn thing? After I sprinted a quarter mile, and then did biceps, triceps, rope, the devil's unicycle. That's what I call that one wheel that you do your core with, and a bunch of abs. After I did that, yes, the devil's unicycle. That thing's evil. After I got done with that, I had a smoothie made of bananas, spinach, blue agave, hemp hearts, and total package energy, the pea protein. When I tell you it's that shit, that's that shit. It works. I've had other proteins. When you use other milk-based proteins, they slow you down. They make you sluggish after a while. You're gonna hit a point where your body goes, well, let's see, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Oh, I know. Now with total package, nigga, that shit don't slow you down at all. You need to get you some of that shit. That's what I had. And I had that between my first and second job. My first job on a Monday is to get up and submit voiceovers. Many of you back east hear me on little muffler commercials, little plumbing commercials. That's one of my revenue streams. Got to do that first. Because we got stuff. We got lights and gas, and then gas in the cars, shit like that. So I do that first. Then I got to write for the D.L. Hughley show, because that starts tomorrow. So I got to write some jokes for that show. I got to do that. That's job number 2. So I was doing them 2. Then I worked out. Then I made me and Mrs. Brown some breakfast. Then I got in the car, and I was on my way here, but there was an accident and a car fire.
Okay, so this is too motherfucking long. Let me just say this.
Hey, Geoff, you all right? No, none of that. No, just Geoff.
Of course you all right, sending text messages. We see you. We see you, Geoff.
Niggas.
All I know, Geoff.
What?
This is what I know.
What do you know, nigga? That this is the dopest show on the internet?
Yes, this is the dopest show. Yes, but Geoff, you know how to make shit work. You know how to make shit happen.
Why is my phone?
Geoff is the one who told me, yo, man, I want to do this shit different than last time.
I do.
So many things.
I do.
I'm just telling you, Geoff.
I do want to do this shit different.
We're going to see what happens, Geoff.
Okay, well, we're going to see what happened. Well, I guess, yeah, we're going to see what it is. We're going to see what it is.
All right, Geoff, so look, this was our first topic today,
was
man.
it?
We was talking about Caitlyn Jenner again.
Yeah, brother. Okay.
He said if you're a biological boy, you shouldn't be in girl sports.
Okay.
Your thoughts on that? I was basically saying, Y'all better stay out of the goddamn media, because the media is designed to confuse you and mold you at the same time.
Okay. Well, I say that women ask for equality instead of decency, so you get what you get.
Ooh.
You didn't ask for decency, you asked for equality. Okay? In all equality, here's what you lose with equality. You lose decency, because as much as I love Zoe Williams, I'm not decent to that motherfucker. I'm not, it's okay. If I drive Zoe Williams somewhere and he get out of my car, I'm not waiting until he get in so he can wave back. Woo. Nigga, you on your own with that nigga in the bushes. He should have jumped out before I left. If he'd have jumped out before I left, I'd jump out the truck. But I'm not sitting here like I would do Bailey or you would do Prima. I'm not finna walk this hard-legged nigga to the door. You know why? Because that's equality. I don't expect him to do that for me either.
Don't speak on Prima Cut. No.
Am I lying though?
No,
You ain't lying. You gonna take care of your females in a way.
Yeah.
Nigga, you ain't gonna never look at your female in your family and go, you know, you need to get the sand out your pussy and come on here.
Let me ask you a question. The sand out your...
Get the sand out your pussy. That's a military.
Let me ask you this, Jeff.
That's some Marine shit. What?
I talked about how back in the day the boys club and girls club was separate.
Yeah.
And how male mentors mentored young boys at the boys club. Mm-hmm. And
the
female
female-
mentors
absolutely.
mentored females.
Who don't remember that? Yes.
At the girls club.
Yes.
All right. Jeff, even in some religious positions, and yes, religion cannot be used as a credible example of how to treat women. Let's just be clear about that.
Okay. Yeah.
Most religions don't know how to treat women.
Unless you're gonna stone her on her period if she asks you for
Exactly.
sex.
But
Yeah.
I believe that there are some spaces in religion that protected women. Mm-hmm. If you hear the story of the veil, this is an Islamic story. If you hear the story of the veil, how the khimar came into existence, it was because Abraham was traveling through, of course, Egypt. And Sarah, his wife, was so goddamn fine that one of the pharaohs tried to steal her from him.
Hey, you need to talk to me. I'm a pharaoh. I got it like that.
Like, hey, so from the beauty of Sarah, the khimar was created for women to wear to protect their beauty from being seen by everybody. Sometimes, so the khimar represents some level of modesty.
Right.
Right?
Consecration.
So we live in a society today where not only has the khimar been removed, so has all the other garments, and full-blown ass and pussy is out here to be seen under the guise of Miss Independent.
As in wet ass. A wet ass pussy. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. We done went from I wonder if I take you home, shout out Lisa, to wet ass pussy.
Not only are we already home or anywhere at this matter, but that pussy wet.
Right. That's one of them I call a bend over and bust it open songs.
Yeah.
Bend over and bust it open song right there.
So, needless to say, we're in an anti-modest society.
How about that?
A society that goes against being modest in exchange for being independent.
Right.
So all I'm saying to you, Jeff, is Caitlyn comes out with another confusing message. He's a Republican LGBT member, a Republican trans, that believes a biological boy shouldn't be in girls' sports.
And mama named him Bruce, I'm gonna call him Bruce.
Well, is it?
Okay. That's the same thing. We got some transgenders. We got some LGBT in my family.
I got some in my family.
Right. And then what they do is you talk about it and other people go, wait a minute, that's a they. That's a they. I say, I'm not arrogant enough to tell people what to call me when I'm not around. So I'm not gonna let you be that arrogant either. If you ain't around, I can call you a can of fucking screws. It don't matter, because you're not here. It's what you answer to. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about you. So it's not your business. As long as I'm not disrespectful, I'm gonna call you a he or a she. And if those are wrong, fuck you. The fuck you gonna tell me what to call you when you ain't around? The fuck is that?
Now, let me just say this. Did you see that fucking video of that little 5-year-old white boy? That 5-year-old white boy who told his mama that he is a black woman in a past life?
Oh, shit.
Remembering all the shit that who he was, he 5 years old, little white boy. See, I believe in the spirit shit like that.
Okay.
But some of this, let me just say, some of this motherfucking gender shit
It's some bullshit.
is some TV Knots Landing,
Yeah.
Dallas produced shit.
Dallas produced?
Do you understand what I'm saying? Some of this shit is, listen, go get the book Prometheus Rising. In the book Prometheus Rising, Robert Anton Wilson talks about something called imprint vulnerability. You saw an example of imprint vulnerability in the movie Jurassic Park.
Okay.
When that old man said, oh, I'm here for every birth of the raptors. I want my face to be the first face they see. Now, do understand that it has been proven that reptiles and birds share common ancestors.
Okay.
So when a bird lays some eggs, something called imprint vulnerability happens. If Geoff Brown is the first person that hatchling sees,
Are you my mommy?
you are its mommy. That's motherfucking imprint vulnerability.
Right.
Oftentimes, we forget that some of that shit plays a role. This is why everything shouldn't be out in the public and available for all these kids to see, because there's modeling happening from the media modeling. So there's an imprint vulnerability when I see a fucking cartoon that has a little boy turn into a little girl as a superhero. Before I even am sure of and understand who the fuck I am sexually. There was a time when I was a little kid and didn't know.
Right.
I wasn't even interested in girls. I was interested in motherfucking Space Ghost and Birdman,
Captain Crunch.
Herculoids, Captain Crunch.
How far can I throw a ball?
The Super Friends. Listen, I didn't feel a certain type of way until I got older. I said, what the fuck are the superheroes running around in motherfucking bikinis and
Right.
Nick, there was a, let me tell you something.
Right.
Let me tell you something.
That one girl bent over and picked up that tennis ball. You gonna wait a
Man,
minute?
Let me tell you something.
I'm
That
thinking about
90s
something.
X-Men cartoon. With Rogue, they start drawing them titties.
Oh, yeah, bro.
They started, I said, oh shit, I jacked off many a times at an X-Men cartoon. Rogue was beautiful in that cartoon.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She had ass and everything. I said, that bitch can touch me.
Anybody looked at Elastigirl the right way?
Do you understand?
Elastigirl built like a sister.
Elastigirl. Whew.
I tear Elastigirl's cartoon ass up. Okay, yeah.
That ain't Elastigirl, that's Elastiwoman.
That's Elastigwoman right there. Is this the cartoon pussy side of the show?
I'm trying to, yeah.
Cartoon pussy portion?
Yes.
Yeah, y'all, yeah. Right in the chat. What cartoon pussy you like? Because I'm sure enough would, I can tell you right now, Elastigirl could get the business. What's the one with the glasses on Scooby-Doo? Daphne? Not Daphne, not the blonde, the little short one.
Oh, that was a little sexy
there you
cartoon
go.
too.
Oh, I tell you another one. Find Fred and Wilma Flintstone, but it's a different. It's like they updated the cartoon picture. Look up Fred and Wilma Flintstone.
That version of the X-Men. Find Rogue from that version of the X-Men. I was like, man, is you out your mind?
Is Velma? Velma, yeah, Velma could have got it, bro.
Oh, Velma could have got it for sure.
Velma had cake, bro.
Hell, motherfucker, yeah.
God damn.
Hey, listen, they got there's a Batman cartoon.
Josie and all them pussycats could have got it.
There's a Batman cartoon, bro, where he working with goddamn Catwoman. Mm-hmm. And the way they drew that shit, her boobs, and I said, well,
God damn.
This is some porno shit right here. I'm just saying, these cartoons have an effect on the kids.
Absolutely.
The media has an effect on the kids. There's something called imprint vulnerability. And I am an advocate of not exposing children to certain things before they are ready, before they are cognizant of who they are. Well, you know, there should be children that should pick and choose. They should be able to tell their family when or when they come into the knowledge. How does a kid know, you know, I feel like a girl or I feel like a boy, right? Especially if they've been inundated with all this social media, seeing, like for instance, no disrespect to Dwayne Wade or his son, or
whatever's going on at
his
the house.
daughter, Zaya, is that the name?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dwayne Wade's baby.
Okay, Dwayne Wade's baby, right?
There you go.
No disrespect to that brother, but your child has become a role model. Because remember the argument with Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley said, I'm not a role model. But the masses were saying, yes, you are, because you're in the public eye.
How about it? Whether you want to be or
Whether
not.
you want to be or not, that's what you are. So, again, does Zaya know or want to be a role model? And if you are a role model, that means those who don't know are now being modeled after the role you are playing in society. Mm-hmm. Now, if the shit ain't organic, then that means because there's nothing that's 100% anyway. There are no absolutes. So you're gonna have some people out there crying for attention, modeling themselves after the role you have cast yourself in.
Right.
Talk to me, Geoff.
Yeah, and you don't get to backpedal. You don't get to. That's what go with all that goddamn money they pay you to bounce a basketball. Footnote: aliens make fun of us because of who we make heroes. Think about it. You making a hero out of a motherfucker who can jump 46 inches off the earth, and they're traveling through time. You can throw a football 80 yards. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. How about the people who teach your kids? You don't. Okay. Anyway, we don't shelter our children's innocence anymore. Woo. Parents don't feel the responsibility to shelter innocence because it's much easier now. The pressure is much less on you to let these babysit. It's much easier to just go with the flow. It's much easier to hide behind, oh, well, you can't hit kids no more. I'll knock you the fuck out if you in my house. And if you don't like it when the po-po get here, you, DCFS, and all you motherfuckers can leave. And come get all these goddamn kids. Because the kids gonna do what I say in my house. Because I run my house, not you. And I don't give a fuck if you make more money. I'm your daddy, and you do what the fuck I say. And that's what it is. Now, I'm not gonna give you no horrible shit to say. I'm not going to do. I'm not going to give you some shit to do you shouldn't be doing. I am going to protect your innocence from them and even you. So when I say you can't have your phone on 12 hours a fucking day until you get your house, you can't have your phone on 12 hours a day.
Now watch this, Geoff. The Matrix. Meant nobody in that the metaphor of that movie is you're in the Matrix, your mind is not really your mind.
Right,
It
right.
is a simulation that is created by a computer program that feeds off of your biological energy. That's the Matrix, right? Mm-hmm. If you're influenced to become a member of the LGBT community from an inorganic place, from a place of mimicry, and parroting because of what you saw through the media and through its chosen role models, you're not really that either. You're not free. You live in the matrix. You're not from Zion. Zion was the last bastion of organic free folk with no plugs in their heads or in their bodies.
Right.
Born naturally. Now,
Born free.
if a gay person or LGBT person manifested itself organically in the population of Zion, then we say, boom, that's a natural homosexual.
Right.
But if that shit is manifesting itself via imprint vulnerability, because this child was exposed to something too soon.
Atrazine in the chicken.
Ooh, biochemically.
Yeah, we put that together. It's almost like in Batman.
Keep going.
In the first Batman. Go back and look at Batman with Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
The one with the dopest soundtrack, because Prince wrote it. Go back and watch that. There's a scene where Batman figures out, because Gotham City is dropping dead, and he figures out that it's not just one thing. It's not lipstick alone. But if you use lipstick with makeup and a particular type of soap, it kills you. That's what happens to our innocence. That's what happens to our values, our goals, what we find precious, what we find important, is that it's not video games alone. It's not the food alone. It's not the propaganda alone. But when you put all three of them together, it's almost like the triangle offense that gets run on a black woman's happiness. Put all three of them together, your mama, the media, and your manless friends, your relationship don't have a chance. Your manless friends.
The triangle offense, the
You better
three
listen.
M's.
You better listen to somebody been married 30 years if you're gonna talk about what to do with your man. You listening to these manless heifers that can't stand to see you talking about you let Charles go fishing too much, and then here you are, a creature of suggestion. Yeah, fishing too much. You two break up, and 6 months later, that bitch is out fishing with Charles. That's how that works. Better quit listening to your manless friends.
As a manless friend, I don't give advice.
Okay.
And let me just say this. This is the purpose of the show. Ask yourself, which of your standards were written by your family dysfunction or written by society's dysfunction? Or are a combination of the two? Where did your ideas come from? I sat down and told this to you guys before. If I ask you to sit down and create a monster that has never existed, I want you to build a monster that has never existed. The whole thing is, well, it got fangs. The fangs will be upside down.
Damn.
Then,
Damn.
instead of ears, it's got a little hole.
Right, little hole where the ear holes.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it don't have ears at all. What it has is sensitivity to vibration. That's how it hears.
Oh, that's it.
So anything move, it feel the vibration of it. And the motherfucker got a tail, but what's special about the tail, it's got both a little spike, you know, the little venom shit, like motherfucking a stinger. That's what it is. It got a stinger like a scorpion, but the stinger metal.
It's an ugly little motherfucker you discussed.
It's a syringe, my nigga. And inside the syringe is vaccine juice.
Oh,
Vaccine juice. Vaccine juice.
is that the Johnson & Johnson?
Do you understand? You understand? And I'm building a monster right now.
Right?
The motherfucker is hairless, but it's got hair cuffs.
Okay.
Like sleeves, you know, like a cuff. It's just a tuft of hair around its wrist. Huh? It's got sharp toenails, but not quite claws. Like your grandmama toenails. You know, she come in.
Yeah, she clip them right before they bend over. Right before they hook over the front of her toe.
What have I done? I'm creating a monster. It's a monster you've never seen before, but I'm using pieces that you know.
It's a Garofalo.
So guess what? I didn't create anything new. What I did was make something. To create is to bring something into existence that's never existed before. To make is to use the ingredients that are already here. Your mind is trapped in the past, which is knowledge. So whoever controls the knowledge, think about it, controls your present and your future. If I get to program your gender, right?
Wow.
There's too many motherfuckers on planet Earth right now. We need to find a way to get into the minds of the human beings to believe that they are confused about what their gender is.
Yes, sir.
How do we do that? Food, medicines,
Confuse them, Lord.
right? And then also social media.
Get them cutting their dicks off, Lord. Yes, Lord.
Now, like I said, if your shit is born out of an organic state, you wasn't raised in a traumatic situation, no uncles touched anybody,
Yes.
no aunties, because aunties touch motherfuckers too.
How about
a
it?
lot of times they don't get a lot of credit for the touching that they do,
Right.
but it's some aunties out there
Right.
that are inappropriately touching
Touched by an
nephews
auntie.
and cousins, and you understand? There's a lot of aunties out there.
He show is man.
Smelling their fingers.
Yep.
you understand? Let me tell you now.
Oh, I'll change them.
You understand?
Right.
A lot of aunties don't
Come
get
on
called
now.
to the floor. It be the uncles that be getting called to the floor. But it's some aunties out there fucking up too. So again, I'm just saying.
Okay, let's keep blame where it goes in the black community on the man.
I'm
On
just
the
saying.
man.
Oh, wow.
Let's keep it where it goes now. Watch yourself. The
just
black
saying.
community, women aren't guilty of shit.
Right. I'm just saying, if you were born in an environment that had no dysfunction, that had no trauma, that had no hurt, that had no disappointment, that had no abandonment, that had no abuse, no emotional abuse, none of that, born clean, and you came through and you were organically,
Gay.
then there it is. But if you born out of any of that, that has to be called into question as the origin.
How about it?
We got to deal with healing. Go ahead.
But wouldn't it still be abnormal? Like if I organically come out with 6 fingers on one hand,
Okay.
it's still considered a dysfunction because it's not natural.
Right.
I mean, it's natural, but it's not normal.
Right.
A motherfucker with 6 fingers can play the hell out of some basketball and
How
tell you
about that? Or a piano. Or a piano. If he can use
Or the
that
piano,
6 finger.
goddammit.
Now,
You never know.
here's the difference. Here's the difference between what Zoe is saying and your 6 finger analogy. In your 6 finger analogy, there is only room for genetics. In Zoe's analogy, what he is saying is that there is absolutely no room for anything outside of genetics. There's no room for Uncle Diddlin. There's no room for
Uncle Diddlin, there's a record.
Right. Uncle Diddle, Uncle Diddle, Uncle Diddle, Uncle. There's
Dibbler.
no room for that.
Uncle
There's-
Diblin.
There's no room.
Where's my sibling?
That's it.
The child of my sibling.
There's
I'm
it.
an Uncle Diblin.
Don't
We're the child of my sibling. I want some Uncle Diblin. We're the child of my sibling. Uncle Diblin.
Yeah. There's no room for Uncle Diddling. Nobody's
Uncle
ever
Diddlin.
been turned out. Nobody's ever been to choir rehearsal a little bit too late before Mama got there, and the choir director had a little bit too much time with little Timothy. No, that's never happened. That's none of that. There's no room for that. There's no room for on the fence, or I'm just thinking about cereal and cartoons, and now I gotta be force-fed somebody French and somebody else of the same sex. There's no room for that. There's no room for suggestion. It's just normal. No atrazine, no chemicals, none of that. We supposed to ignore all of that
what is the word? What is it? Vegan? You
Yeah.
should be vegan gay.
What?
Right.
Where are the vegan? Just pure clean
Gay out the tap. We want gay from the fucking Caucasus Mountains. We want gay from the hills of fucking Dover. We want
what is it? Organic gay.
Organic gay. We want the kind of gay that sounds like you trying to sell something at Sprouts, nigga.
Whole food gay.
Whole Foods gay. Pow! Pow, ladies and gentlemen, the third round.
Gelson gay.
Gelson gay. Whole Foods gay. We ain't talking about food for less gay.
Not food for less gay.
We ain't talking about Ralph's gay. We ain't talking about Kroger gay or Safeway gay. We talking about the kind of gay where eggs cost $14.
Is there angelic
Yes.
gay?
Can
Can we get an angel gay?
We need some fucking. We need
Angel
some.
gay.
We need some Mary.
something. It happened.
need some Mary was. We need RuPaul was visited by an angel gay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there
Like
you
that.
Her
go.
name was Delarice.
Right.
Yeah. An angel showed up and said, listen here now, bussy time.
Right.
Oh.
God has
Right.
ordained bussy time.
Right.
Now, if that didn't happen.
The cloth is interested in your booty hole.
Oh no. Oh Lord.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
If we can't have that, then y'all can't have that it's pure. If you can't show me it's pure.
I'm just saying, all of our relationships are born out of trauma.
How about
all of them, right?
Who's confused about that?
So what happens is there's this rush to naturalization. Oh, this is natural. This is that, right? There's this rush to naturalization. But the reality of it is, why naturalize something that could potentially be a spirit wound that needs to be healed? And like I said before, that video of that little white kid, I sent it to you, right? I wish I had that video right now. That little video of that white kid who basically said, shit, I died in a fire. I was a black woman, remembered her name, said everything about where she lived, the neighborhood. They went back and fact checked.
Okay.
Everything that little white kid said happened.
Well, did they acid test him? Did they put him on some? Did they put him in a chair in the kitchen in front of the stove?
Right, but I didn't hear.
I need to see him make some macaroni and cheese. Then I know. Okay. That's the acid
No,
test.
but he had all of the fucking information.
Yo, he can have that, but
So
can the motherfucker bake a turkey?
But
Can he
no.
make some chicken?
Jeff,
What?
stay with me, Jokey. No, but listen, I believe on the spirit end that happens. Reincarnation. I believe on the spirit end that happens, man. Spirits that are not done with, the work that they need to do.
Right.
To come back here.
Come back.
I believe that, right? But then if that quotient to me is not added to the determining factor, I could be wrong. I ain't no goddamn biologist. I could be wrong. But is that what some gay people are saying, or trans people, or whatever? Are they saying, I'm a woman in a male's body, maybe this shit came from another life? Is that, that little boy, I don't know if the little boy wants to turn into the black woman that he still is from his past life. I don't know, but is it a spiritual thing I'm saying is happening to the trans people that are feeling this? What do you think?
I think you just gave him another
An
lane.
excuse?
You
Oh,
just gave him another
shit.
lane.
Fuck.
Thanks a lot. So, well, yes,
I don't know if I
just
was-
I don't care.
Trying to give
I don't really care. I don't care how it came. I don't. That's your thing. I understand. You're a man, you're a woman trapped in a man's body, man trapped in a woman's body, fine. Could you please not force feed me your lifestyle? It's not comfortable with it. But that's okay, because in a few weeks I'll be 56 years old, which means that my group of people, it's more people younger than me than older than me that's around. So, okay, you ain't got but a few more decades of my thinking, and then the pussification of the American male will be complete. Between then and now, I don't give a fuck about who you fucked and when. I don't give a fuck about, I don't care. I sincerely.
And doesn't it make sense that if your man is the most feared man on planet Earth, that we should bussify him in order for us to be more comfortable. I'm talking about the powers that be. Hey, Tariq Nasheed, man, thanks for the, what is it, the buck breaking movie?
Yeah, buck breaking, he did a buck, yeah.
Thank you for the buck breaking movie.
Shout out to Tariq.
Hey, Tariq, good work. And I haven't seen it yet, but I know it's good. But thank you for that work, because what's happening is the bussification of black men in particular, right? They got to bussify you.
Yeah.
Right? They got to bussify you. Because there's something in you that make them go,
wait a minute.
I know I can talk shit to his woman. That weave got to get done every 2 weeks. Like clockwork. You understand me?
Because she can't stand who she is.
It ain't even about her not. It's about comforts. It's about convenience, right? Once you get locked into a certain life of convenience at a certain level of existence, you will tolerate abuse from motherfuckers to keep the resources coming through so you can maintain that. It's a lot of people that's like, I'm not letting none of this shit go.
No. I don't care, man. I don't care how much he whooped my ass, how much he cheat on me.
No, we talking about in the work context.
Oh, I don't give a
Where
fuck.
the boss, how much he browbeat
I
me.
don't give a fuck how much he sexually harassed me. I don't give a fuck how many times I get passed over. God damn it, I got to keep these lights on. And apparently, I'm one of the many millions of people that the Creator put on the earth with no purpose. So
Wait,
I need to put this smock on.
Geoff, it's more than the lights. Do you know, to be stimulated in this society, you gotta have money? Yeah. Just to be stimulated, to be entertained. It's Taco Tuesdays with my girls.
Right.
I'm not giving up none of that.
Right.
We going to Taco Tuesdays, we have margaritas, we might stop by the cigar lounge and get a cigar. We had nigga, it was lit this weekend. Niggas gotta be able to say that.
Right.
Or they life ain't shit.
Right. Niggas spend most of their, yes. And this is actually when we say niggas, and you say white people do it too, you're missing the fucking point. Niggas spend most of their time either in recreation or paying for a recreation or looking forward to recreation.
Look at that. Keep going. Keep going.
They either at the party, at the club, at Superfest, at the Essence Festival, in Cancun, at the Caribbean, or they making the money
At the Hollywood Bowl.
at the Hollywood Bowl, making the money for recreation. They either want to, or making the plans to make the money for the recreation. One of them three places. But that is a working class model. You need to bust your ass to have a period on the Gregorian calendar of leisure that we deal with every fucking day. We live in this place on a level of opulence that even after you save, you ain't gonna reach. But that's your mindset. From Monday to Thursday, I make the money for next week that I can barely pay my bills and scrape enough together to either go out this weekend or go out in the summer in a boat that I can barely pay for.
But I'ma look cute.
But I'ma look good, nigga. Okay?
Yeah, but I'ma be cute.
If I do this, if I plan this out, if I buy an outfit every 2 weeks between now and Cancun, nigga, I'm gonna be fly every day.
Every day.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
And look at what you wearing. Look what you ain't got. Neither one of you niggas know anything about an annuity.
Now,
A trust.
We got to go into it now. See, look at the program that's happening to you, right? Look at who you follow. Put up the crying pictures.
Okay.
Because we talking about this today, right? Look at the crying pictures. Oh God, a black man became president.
I'm crying. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
I'm really dealing with the guilt of having something to do with
It
Dr.
finally
King's
happened.
death.
Oh, look at all these people out here voting.
They voting. I'm finna go get some hot links.
Oh, Lord, we got rid of a tyrant.
This motherfucker here. Prince didn't cry that much. Shut the fuck up.
We got rid of a tyrant. Lord have mercy. We got rid of a tyrant.
When doves cry, look at him. So tired of Van Jones, you soft. And this motherfucker right here. This
Oh
motherfucker.
Lord, the future savior, the political Jesus.
You need to be run out of town with pitchforks, Jesse.
The political Jesus has saved us. Lord, things are gonna be different now. He's one of us, one of us, one of us. Lord have mercy. I seen King get killed. Lord have mercy. Oh Jesus, this is a new level of acceptance in the sick society. So much so that I would cry about it.
Right?
So much that I am moved to tears for somebody that ain't nothing but a symbol
Right.
of achievement, not actual achievement.
These are the same people wrote his checks, though. How about that?
Lord have mercy, Jesus, I'm crying.
How about that?
Lord, I'm crying. And much shit we've been through, Jim Crow, the wealth gap. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Lord, Jesus, Jesus.
Now, started from the bottom. Now we're here.
Oh, Lord, Jesus. Now, everybody crying.
Went from bomb pop to leather lollipop.
Everybody crying, right? Mm-hmm. But nobody want to talk about the real. And you know what the real is right now? Kamala Harris agrees with Tim Scott that America's not a racist country, but says must speak truth on racism. This is what politicians call double talk, or lawyers call double talk. How is America not racist when it was founded on slavery? That's where all the white wealth comes from, is slavery. What was Jim Crow, if not racist? What is real estate and economic redlining, if not racist? So we did all that crying for getting this woman and Joe Biden into motherfucking office as the answer to a racist president. Does anybody disagree that only in America can a racist president who is white can become president? Because a racist black man in America who is black will never be voted as a president. That in and of itself is racist. Right. But America's not. Jeff, please help me, brother, because
well.
Oh, Lord.
Let's let her off the hook. Let's let her off the hook for that. Let's let her off the hook for that.
No, ain't no unhook.
Come on.
Hook up.
I'm gonna unhook Kamala for that.
Fuck.
Okay. I'm gonna unhook Kamala for that.
Okay.
Okay. That one's too easy.
All right.
Let's go back to Asian reparations.
Stop Asian hate.
Let's go right there. We should stop Asian hate. Absolutely. But how the fuck did we get to Asian money? How'd you open the purse strings for them first? Better question. How come we didn't hear about that during Pearls and Chucks? Oh, by the way, we gonna get an Asian some bread first. Because they so disenfranchised and downtrodden and they don't have any money of their own and the jails are full of them. Oh, wait a minute, that's black.
That's black people.
That's black people.
Oh,
Anyway.
Sorry.
Let's just fuck all that.
Wah, wah.
Fuck all what you said about racism. You're right. Where's our fucking money? And how did they get theirs first? Ask any bootlicking Jasper ass shade tree house coon that wants to tell you that you out of pocket for questioning her blackness. You out of pocket for questioning. I never said I was gonna do anything directly for black people. No. You're out of pocket for asking that.
So
you voter, dear voter, what the fuck about our money?
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want to know.
Hey, and I blame all the black people.
Okay.
Right? There's a stupid ass argument. Black women getting all the credit for voting her in the office. Because black women voted in the high 90s. But black men voted in the high 80s to get her in too. Well, where was the black men? I might be off on the numbers. Black men probably voted even higher to get her in. But black men voted in the high 80s to get her in, but yet get no credit for helping to get her in. They give all the credit. Do you hear what I said about modeling?
Yeah, all the black men voted for Trump, I guess.
But do you hear what I'm saying about modeling a message that was sent by the media? You're not the author of that message. But when you start drilling down on the numbers, you see black men helped her get into office as much or just a little bit less than black women did. But without both of those bodies voting for her, she wouldn't have made it.
Right.
Without black men, she wouldn't have made it into office.
If we need every vote.
But this is what I'm saying. When I'm talking to the people with the stamp that says, I voted. Okay, you voted, but what came of your vote when she still speaks the rhetoric that she speaks, which is anti-you?
Where in the fuck is our money? And how did Asian people get it first? That's it. Fuck voting.
Wait, you already made that point. And what I want you to do is stop stepping on my toes while I be making my point. See, what happens is I listen to my brother speak because I'm inspired by his word. But apparently, he can give a fuck less when I'm talking. Boy, this is the craziest show in the world. I'm just saying, if there is a movement like ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves in America, that's pushing the reparations conversations for American descendants of slaves, and presidential candidates came to their conference and supported their fucking movement, how can you then turn around and say America is not racist when there is a case for reparations for the shit America has done to these people in particular?
Here's how you do that. Because you are in full understanding that racism is purely a function of economics.
Keep going, brother.
That racism is not about yelling nigger from a moving car. That racism is not about black people getting killed in the street by police officers. The police officers are just extremely active bigots. They're extremely active bigots. The police themselves do not have the power to be racist. This bitch does. Policymakers.
This is how we do it.
What do you not get? Police officers are not racist. The motherfuckers who stormed the Capitol are not racist. They are active bigots. This bitch and Joe Biden, the people who put on kente cloth, Nancy Pelosi, those motherfuckers are racist because they make the policies that guarantee that your kids have shitty schools, seeing as how you decide to let your oppressors teach them. That's racism. The rest of this shit is just some fucking bigotry and prejudice, but your dumb ass mixes it all in one pot, which allows you to think that it's gonna be some change because you saw some pearls and chucks. That's how this shit works. Of course she gonna say ain't no racism, because she gets paid. Because she's never experienced racism. Because she's Asian, something else. She comes from the Brahma class. Nobody want to pay attention to that. That's because that requires digging beneath the surface. And you don't want to dig beneath the surface. You want to go to a restaurant and be fed. Because you don't ask about ingredients in your meal. You just want it to taste right.
Well, the bottom line is, Jeff, the bottom line is black people today are a symbol of black people from yesterday.
Ooh, ouch. Oh, shit. I'm going to need, okay. Yeah,
so, you know,
we're going to need some more of that.
Yeah,
oh,
you know,
shit.
When you use the Xerox machine, every time you copy some shit, it distorts. The resolution distorts more and more. We are a distorted people today.
Remember when you made a copy of your boy Slow Jam tape?
Yeah. Every time you re-record some shit, you lose some fidelity in the sound. And every time we replicate generationally, we lose something from before. You understand? We lose something from before. Who we are today ain't shit compared to who we were yesterday. I know, God damn, I know that hurts. But think of it in terms of this. Yesterwhen, you built some shit called society, culture, mathematics, philosophy. Today, you're a Xerox copy of somebody who came from you. Damn. You're a Xerox copy of somebody who came from
you.
So it means something to you to have the symbol of voting. We told you years ago, the word vote comes from Latin, it means wish. Well, guess what? Your wish wasn't answered. You asked for Kamala. You asked for Joe Biden. You said that they was better than Donald Trump. You said Trump was a racist. And by all means, let's get these motherfuckers out of here, right? Well, guess who we got today? And all of a sudden, they can find $1.4 trillion for infrastructure, but no money for your ass. And you got them in office, and you took a selfie of yourself with a picture that said, I voted, just like you're doing right now with a picture that says, I'm vaccinated. See, you just about symbols. You're not substantive no more. Then you get me. Why is Zo mad at us? Why is Zo frustrated? Because I know what it takes to change the world. It takes you changing yourself, but you comfortable being their Xerox copy. Being their Xerox copy is like having a pair of name brand jeans. or some ones. See, I got the ones on. You voted in a man who has a sketchy, racist history. Joe Biden, mentored by Strom
Thurmond.
Strom Thurmond. Sketchy at best. This is a racist. I'm not going to integrate my kids into a jungle. Barack Obama, 13 years ago, this motherfucker clean and articulate from those people. He ain't even from us, but you said he was. This is a great example.
He looks enough like the unwashed. He'll do.
Come on. Come on. How that motherfucker, where that sticker at? Repost your fucking stickers that you voted.
I voted.
Please. Repost. Can everybody repost their sticker, please? What the fuck that sticker mean today?
And stop acting like you in this chat room with no I voted sticker. Some of you I voted Jasper ass Shade Treehouse Coons is right the fuck in here watching this. You.
Right.
Yeah, you. That's
stop acting like you didn't vote. And guess what? That sticker is just like that vaccine. That sticker ain't gonna keep you from getting it.
No, not at all.
Huh?
Not at all.
You can still get it.
Right? So what was the point?
Right? Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. There are different strains out there. I can still get the shit. Yes. So what does it mean to have it? well, you know what, we're gonna open up and everybody who has it, who are fully vaccinated, get to sit together. Why would I sit together if I can still get it?
I should be able to sit wherever the fuck I want, right?
See, because according to vaccination, the term, I should be vaccinated from polio, so I will never get it.
Ain't that how that works?
Mumps, measles, all that. I should never get it. Oh, wait a minute. Motherfucking Bill Gates gets to say, hey, you know what? We're gonna have to control some of these third world populations, and we've got some tools and some mechanisms in place through vaccinations. You mean vaccinations control the population? Huh? So wait a minute.
How you do that?
So if it ain't about, if it's not about being vaccinated against a particular disease, is it about the facilitation of population control that this motherfucker was talking about? Ain't this the same motherfucker who was talking about the test shit? You remember the test? You know, we're gonna do a test of a pandemic and we're gonna see how the world. Wait a minute, and then after the test, the real shit okay, cool.
Yeah.
So this is about something different. But you voted and you vaccinated. So you can get to go to a motherfucking baseball game in person.
Well, what has kept black people paralyzed forever has, well, I can't say forever. Don't let me put that on my people. What has had black people paralyzed since, the early 70s is that dirty four-letter word easy. 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 Yeah, I'm gonna cover that in the rant. I'm gonna cover how easy is evil and where it come from and who used it the most and how they used it against you. And now you hooked on easy.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna set you up for the rant right now. Let me just say this. We had over 1,000 motherfuckers in here, man. And nobody really wants to support what it is that we do. We barely get super chats anymore. We barely get cash apps. Geoff drove all the way here from Pasadena. I mean, the shit is disrespectful, the level of information that we lay in front of you. Again, I'm trying to push an agenda to where you become the author of your own narrative. I'm trying to put out information that combats the narrative of fucking inclusion into some toxic shit. Many of us would rather be included in the toxic shit than actually go out on a limb into the unknown to become the author of their own shit. And when I say they own, I don't even mean at a communal level, I mean at a personal level. That's what I'm pushing. And it's really, in a lot of ways, it mirrors what the great Krishnamurti said. Krishnamurti said it himself. He says, somebody asked him, what is your purpose? He said, my purpose is to set men unconditionally free. Unconditionally free. Krishnamurti was saying some of the most radical shit I ever heard in my life. Because he's not considered a black man, he was able to go to the fucking, you can see this on YouTube right now. He was able to go to the UN and talk about how stupid and foolish nations are, and how nations and their borders lead to war, and how, listen, the shit was amazing. I said, if this was a brother, if this was Malcolm got killed before he even got there.
Pew.
Pew. Pew. So again, to have to constantly sit down and say, support my book, support my work. I've been studying for years. I've been pulling all this information together for years. Back the channel, hit the like button, share with people. I've been doing this shit for a long time. And quite frankly, it really bothers me to see what plagues you getting supported by you. Yeah. It really stings me. And I have to go sit and meditate and go, okay.
They still sick.
But Spirit, you put me here, and I got to do this work, and okay, cool. But nigga, motherfucker, I voted. I was vaccinated. Like, this shit is mind-boggling what we got to do to motivate you. Nigga, how many times niggas got to come through doing what me and Geoff have been doing since 2008 and getting supported like crazy? We've been doing this shit. Nigga, I started radio in 2006. Foxhole. April 10th, 2008, I get the Voice of Reason on the Foxhole. That shit rides until 2013, from 2000 motherfucking 8. Then, while the Foxhole is up in the air, we move over to RMC. We create the motherfucking ZoWhat Show, July 2012. And I'm doing both shows. I'm doing the Voice of Reason on Thursdays at the Foxhole, and I'm doing RMC on Mondays or Tuesdays at RMC.
Remember those days well.
That's 2012. We 2021 right now. Still having to push out the same shit. It be thousands of niggas listening. Nigga, we done gave birth to many shows that speak like us.
I think they live vicariously.
But it's okay. To me, that's inspiration. We have inspired a new group of motherfuckers, and I support you. But nigga, it's 2021. What y'all doing? It's niggas in here, my mods is hitting me saying, hey, we need to delete this motherfucker, because not nigga who see me in the street at 212 pounds
Not there, nigga.
will say, Zo, you lame. I encourage you to try it.
I don't.
I know I do. I'm Gemini. In a flash, you'll see a face and you'll go, who the fuck is that? That ain't the nigga on motherfucking on YouTube.
That's why I don't.
That's a different nigga altogether.
Don't fall into this.
I'm
people.
just saying.
Don't fall into
I
this.
encourage you, if you see me in the street,
Don't do that.
because niggas do see me. I'll be at the grocery store, nigga getting some donuts.
Oh shit.
Hey, what up, so? Holla at your nigga in a disrespectful way. Like
That's not a good idea.
No, I'm just saying the Billy Badassery of the chat room.
The badassery?
Yes, the Billy Badassery of the chat room will get you scraped, nigga, with a shopping cart basket.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
They say, oh, he's emotional. Yeah. No, he's dark-sided. And I love my dark side. My dark side
keeps me warm.
It keeps me balanced,
Oh my
nigga.
God.
It keeps me balanced. I'm not here to come across as perfect. That's what social media wants. That's how you package a motherfucker so you can sell to the mainstream. No, I'm coming in with a bloody sword saying, fuck, I'm dismayed that I had to bludgeon a nigga. But guess what? If you challenge me on some disrespectful shit, that's what's gonna happen. I've spent it started when I was 17, where I started really trying to study and read and immerse myself in spiritual work.
Be better.
So I could be better. But now it's about balancing the dark and the light. And oftentimes it be your own people you trying to help that want to see it. And I'm telling you right fucking now, I have gotten over being upset about showing it. I will show you if you present a formal invitation. I will show you.
If you need it.
Gladly, I will show you. I will let you embrace my own darkness. I will show you I don't have a fucking problem. Stop playing with a nigga who's trying to help folk. Huh? Oftentimes you see motherfuckers bitching and complaining about how niggas did them wrong. How often do you see motherfuckers gossiping about how you helped them? How many niggas you see gossiping about me, about how I helped them, about how I helped them grow, how I helped them develop? You don't see nobody gossiping about how I helped them.
Well, gossip usually isn't positive. That's the very nature of it, is that it's on some bullshit.
Let me just say, man, Geoff Brown is a legend for his intellectual rants. I love the brother's rants. He's a great brother, great insight. Please support Geoff Brown. Hit his Cashapp. Can you hit his Cashapp at?
Could you?
GBFUNNYSTYLE. No, the Cashapp is $GBFUNNYSTYLE, right?
Yes.
I think it's fair. I think the fact that he drives all the way out here, that he you know, puts all the time and energy and effort into this fucking platform to try to build it up. I think it's important that you guys support him. It's over 1,000 motherfuckers in here. Y'all ain't all got to lift it up by yourself, but if you all work together, if what they say, it took millions of motherfuckers to help build those goddamn pyramids. One nigga couldn't lift up no brick.
Nope.
But if all 1,000 motherfuckers in here sent Geoff Brown $2, that's $2 grand for Geoff Brown. Listen, if y'all did that for 3 people in this room, it would cost you $6. It would cost you $6 for this content. If all 1,030 motherfuckers in here sent $2 to Geoff, $2 to Sarah, and $2 to me, you would generate off of your $6 investment 2, 4, 6 grand. But that's too much. Like, what you can't give without hating, without being envious.
Wow.
Why would I help that nigga get to 6 grand?
Fuck that nigga. He ain't nobody.
When I ain't got shit. Or I'm envious of what I think he got. That's why we don't work together. That's why we don't, man, the shit is fucking. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Geoff Brown's intellectual rant.
Wow, what a downer, sir. But I'll go from there. Most women who preach, I won't settle, are being settled for. Most of you who preach, I'm not fitting to settle for it, you generally preach that from some other social dead end. That's the sad part, is that black women do not understand that society has set them up in particular with a bunch of fucking social dead ends. Sure, study hard, sis. Sure, go to college, sis. Sure, make something of yourself, sis. But again, don't put yourself out of reach for a man, what you were really put here to be with. I know you think you were put here to be the head of West Coast marketing for Mattel. I know, it feels like it. I mean, you were always smart in school. You always did well in grammar school, high school, college, you pledged, and you aced your finals, and you've worked your ass off. But that's not what you were put here to do. That's not what you were put here to be. It's what you're doing. And for some of you, it's what you're being. But it's outside of what you were put here to do. And you're not gonna get there through this glass road of dead ends. Sure, girl, I tell you what, fuck that nigga, he ain't nobody. Put him on child support. Fuck that nigga, he ain't nobody either. Put him on child support too. Fuck that nigga, he ain't nobody either. Put him on child support too, because you get more money that way. That's a dead end too, sis. Dudes, that girl, you ain't fat, you just thick, are women all the way to dialysis? Usually don't wheel those women into dialysis. They only give you that information so you can wind up on dialysis. The man that tell you just thick has lowered his standards too. He's lowered his standards too. It's not about fetish. That's about, if you ain't got your shit together, maybe you won't notice I ain't got mine together. That's what that's about. And the bigger you get, the lower their expectations are of themselves. How many rich, obese black people do you know? Over 60. How many you know? If Jesse Jackson was a football coach, God bless the dead, what was his name? I see his face in my head. The winning coach from Grambling. Oh, brother, he was there forever.
Oh yeah, I forgot his name with the comb over.
Yeah, with the comb over.
Legendary coach.
Coach Comb Over. We're gonna call him.
No, they're gonna tell, no, let's not disrespect that elder. See, he mentored too many black
Somebody who, well, I would
Eddie Robinson.
Eddie Robinson, there you go.
Yeah.
God damn it, Eddie Robinson. He gotta have over 5 decades, God bless the dead, in it.
Yeah.
Jesse Jackson got over 5 decades in politics. Let's discuss track records for a minute with their people. If Jesse Jackson and Eddie Robinson shared the same win-loss record, would Eddie Robinson be a hero? I'm done.
No, keep going, nigga. Shit.
Oh, you want some more?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Jesse Jackson has decades. He's the black. Jesse Jackson is the black Joe Biden. What they share is over 5 fucking decades of status quo politics. You have seen their faces for 5 fucking decades, but somehow they don't have shit to do with the hell that's going on in your street, in your kitchen, in your bedroom, in your classroom. They don't have shit to do with that. They still get your accolades. Would Coach Eddie Robinson have got them accolades and kept that job if Grambling had went out and lost 163-0 every fucking game? I don't think so. But you are ready to keep hope alive now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You ready to wear pearls and chucks now, aren't you?
Wow.
And if you don't vote for him, you ain't black, are you?
Wow. Now let me jump in here.
Go ahead.
Police drag elderly woman, black woman, from car by her hair. Y'all saw that video of the police dragging the elderly black woman from her car by her hair. But you proud and crying because somebody got into office. We told y'all that the word vote means wish. You making wishes to politicians that are in the business of fortifying themselves.
Yeah, in the practice of breaking wishes.
Right now, in
Breaking promises.
in context of how our government is supposed to be set up, our government is supposed to be set up for a politician to be an emissary of the people. They are supposed to represent the voices of their constituents. They represent themselves. And unfortunately, a lot of our movements have been co-opted to do the same thing, as you may have seen with BLM and their founders, purchasing multi-million-dollar cribs all over the place. I don't know all of the details. I don't know all of the stats. I don't know where that money came from. But what I know is downtrodden people are being represented by people who really only give a fuck about their own self-interest. Man, let me tell you something. I watched that conversation. Did you see it with Fat Joe and legendary comic, what's my man's name? The little short brother?
Kevin Hart?
No, light skin. His name just escapes me right now, but he's legend and I watch him all the time. With the little high-pitched voice that was in Fridays.
Light skin
I
in
feel
Fridays,
really
Chris
fucked up
Tucker?
not knowing it's in Fridays.
Ezel, AJ?
No, legend. Like these guys aren't. Cat Williams.
Cat Williams.
Fuck.
He likes it?
Hey man,
Yeah, that's what threw me.
please forgive me, Cat, because you're a legend.
Yeah, shout out
and
to
I know
Cat
your
Williams.
motherfucking name. I know who the fuck you are.
Yes, I got a monster Cat
Right,
Williams
I'm
story.
a huge fucking fan of Cat Williams. It's just that I'm old. This shit was just not coming up.
I used to write for Cat Williams. I know exactly who the fuck you talking about, but when you said light
But
skin,
let me
you
tell
threw
you something, man. That motherfucker said something that was so goddamn cold the other day. And like I said, man, please forgive me for not pulling your name up instantly. Believe me, it has more to do with my memory than it has to do with your impact and your comedy, and especially the word. It was so cold, I had to post this shit. He said, the world has become so fake that the real looks suspect.
Yeah.
I said, oh, I'm finna meme that shit and put that shit on motherfucking Instagram and give him credit for it. Because you know me, I like to cite. If Geoff Brown say some shit, I'm going to cite that Geoff Brown said. Now, Geoff tends to incorporate what I say because he's a comic. That's what them niggas do.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. But to me, that was so motherfucking powerful because we do the same thing on social media. We pour into the illusion. Right? We pour into the escape. We will fund the illusion. We will fund the escape. But anything that's going to cause your ass to get into what you really need to be doing for self, your healing, right? What you're responsible for, what you're culpable for. Many of you run from that shit. That man said, somebody said, keep giving it up, Zo. Everybody is not going to make it. Of course, the world has become so fake that the real looks suspect. That's some of the realest shit I ever heard. Salute to Cat Williams for slapping us upside the dome piece with that statement. But I'm here to tell you, he's right about most of y'all. Most of you guys want government-approved cheese.
Oh my God.
Y'all want FDA-approved cheese. Y'all don't want to support shit that's outside of the infrastructure of this establishment. Y'all don't want to support nothing that is made by your own hands. Y'all don't want to support nothing, and I'll tell you why, because all your meaning comes from this society. People say they hate getting chastised or whatever, but who else gonna do it? In the Bible, the prophet Elijah, what would he do? The prophet Elijah didn't leave no book. That motherfucker lived in the wilderness somewhere. And only showed up when the children of Israel was fucking up. And had a word. Hey, fuck ups.
Right.
God is upset.
Right.
And some shit's about to go down, fuck ups, if you don't change it. Then he'll go back into the woods.
And I'm out. I ain't here
And
to
then
hang
I'm
out
out.
with you.
I'm not finna kick it for
No, you
for
ain't finna.
Hanukkah, my nigga.
Right. You ain't
Rosh
finna-
Hashanah. We not doing none of that.
You ain't finna dilute our relationship or my relationship with the creator with this bullshit familiarity with you fuck ups. I'm gone.
Do you understand? I know Zo be getting on niggas. Yeah, Zo, fuck that. You ain't perfect, nigga.
Because you have to be.
No, I'm not fucked up. I mean, I'm not perfect.
But you have to be. You better not have a flaw and come here with a word or a message or something that can help me, motherfucker. You better have all your shit in a row.
And all my shit in a row according to who? Because definitely not according to your ass. You're not a writer. You're not a self-writer. Who wrote your script for success?
Thank you.
Was it you? And if it wasn't you...
And are you counting it by bio-survival tickets? How are you?
Huh?
Yeah, what are you using? What's your gauge?
How can you be a man and you don't make your own money? I didn't say make as in earning it.
Come on. What's the difference? Come on, tell them, teach them.
See, you earn some money that the dominant society makes and says is worth something. Can you imagine busting your ass for the money that's inside the Monopoly board?
That's $16,140.
You call yourself a man because you got money, but you don't make the money that you earn.
You done got too close now.
But you're a man. But you don't make the money that you earn. You don't control the money that you earn.
Your face ain't on it.
Nigga, you're a cog. Your job is to churn until you die. Your churning keeps the system going. The money you get is the lubricant that allows you to interface with other cogs so the system can continue to keep moving, man. How can a cog be a man? And you got the nerve to broke shame people.
When your only job is to turn in position.
Nigga,
You're a cog. You get in position and you fucking turn. And you turn at my dictate. You stop when I say stop. You go as slow or as fast as I say. You change direction. And guess what? When your gears wear out, I'm going to change cogs.
guess what, nigga? The hamster is realer than you.
Ooh.
You do what the hamster powers. The hamster is powering the wheel. Rumi said, if you are irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? I'm here to polish your mirror. I'm here to polish you. You might not like it. You might not, you might be on some bitch shit, some fagadocious. So, oh nigga, you sensitive. No, I'm not sensitive. I'm aggressive. There's a difference. I will tell you this in front of your mama, nigga, sitting on the porch with a cup of lemonade. I don't have a problem sharing this truth with you. I'm not sensitive. I'm too aggressive. That's what Big Mama told me. Big Mama told me that when I was young. She said, what you gonna do, Rosetta? What you gonna do with this boy? Rosetta, this nigga gonna die.
Out here in these streets.
She was telling my mother, Rosetta, you got to do something with him. She said, I don't know what to do with him. His daddy ain't here. The closest thing he got to his daddy is his big brother Maurice. I'm gonna put Maurice on his ass. And she changed it. She said, I'm no longer whooping you, nigga. Maurice is responsible for whooping you. Come on, man. I'm supposed to chide you, niggas. Stay in the position that you're in. Be content with a motherfucking I voted patch. Be content with I'm vaccinated patch. The world is changing right under your feet, and you're waiting for them to assign you what classroom you're gonna be in. This These niggas is waiting for their little. You remember that little card you used to get with all 7 periods in it? Here you go your schedule, nigga.
Oh shit, you got Miss Miller for history?
Yeah. I'm in room 212 with Miss Miller, nigga. That's what you bitches is waiting on. And I'm here telling you your power is in each other. But you can't find power in your brothers until you find power in yourself. But you don't like yourself because your mother said you wasn't cute. Or because girls didn't like you or whatever. You don't like yourself. You don't love yourself. Society don't fuck with you, so you don't fuck with you.
Society don't fuck with you.
So you don't fuck with you. Because your validation comes from society. We sitting here telling you, work together, support each other, rock with each other, get over that bullshit with your family, heal your family, heal yourself so you can heal the community. Nah, you don't want to do none of that shit.
I ain't shit because it says it right here. It says it right there. Look what it says.
Broke shamed by the motherfuckers who built their wealth off your back.
Off of you.
You broke shamed by them. Then your women grow up to be broke shame masters.
Who are the, look, what are those?
Right. Niggas is broke shaming each other. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you right now. This is why, and Geoff, you wanted to talk about this. We can talk about this right now, the Kevin Samuels thing. Kevin Samuels, to me, is relevant.
Oh, absolutely.
He's very relevant. I've said before, he reminds me of Corey Holcomb. His philosophy is Corey Holcomb's comedy. If you listen to Corey Holcomb says some of the same things.
Same shit.
And I'm just talking about the comparison of what's being said. To me, I liken him and Corey Holcomb to the 48 Laws of Power. See, the 48 Laws of Power is a book on social game, how to manipulate, how to move up the society's ladder. And when Corey says things like $40 or $80 or, you know, you understand what I'm saying? You the only killer in the car, right? This is all a product of what society has made us into. That's why Corey, he spoke very highly and very powerfully on my documentary.
Again, so, $80 is $80.
Right. So when I hear Kevin Samuels, to me, there is no spiritual context in his information. No. He's talking about how you get down as a high-value man. What's a high-value man? A high-value man is a man with bread and resources, right? And a lot of the shit he's talking about is true. If you over 40 with multiple kids, can't have no kids, not as fine as you used to be, it's common knowledge. You should not be so motherfucking demanding.
Yeah, you need to stop paying attention to them niggas at the reunion that want to fuck you.
Right.
It's them niggas at the reunion is trying to fuck who you were.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So I can understand that from a superficial space. This is why I say he's relevant at a certain level of consciousness. When you start getting into the spiritual purpose of why people relate, then what he's saying begins to break down, much like Einstein's theory of relativity breaks down when you get into quantum mechanics. Quantum mechanics begins inside the motherfucking black hole. Once you cross the event horizon and go into the black hole, all known physics and its rules break down.
Cease to exist, that's right.
So his shit, like Einstein, is for the macro, the visible world, the matrix. These are the rules of the matrix. You ain't as cute as you used to be, and you got a gang of kids, and you're not particularly intelligent, you're not particularly special or have resources or whatever, you can't have demands. And that goes for men and women.
Sure.
Some people do look good better older, but what I'm saying is if you haven't kept yourself up,
Yeah.
And you still got 25-year-old expectations.
Thank you.
So I agree with that.
You think your wore-out vagina is still the big joker?
So many, listen.
You still got niggas waiting 90 days and you done fucked half the football team under the bleachers and at the fucking mall on their lunch break and in the fucking back on the dock, all the fucking nasty shit in the world you done with niggas who know you and niggas who know the niggas you did it with. But all of a sudden, you trying to turn the clock back in your head and that's a lot of niggas to unfuck. That's a lot of mistakes to unmake.
But wait, it's not just on women. Nigga, if you 35 years old and you still choosing motherfuckers because of some unhealed wounds between you and your mama, you in your 40s, nigga, and you and your mama still haven't reconciled certain things that happened. You know how mamas tend to omit shit that went down between them and their father?
Yeah.
And then once the shit start coming to light, a lot of times boys be motherfucking, I ain't even gonna talk to my mama. Fuck that shit. You understand what I'm saying? You 40 years old and a motherfucking boy. How the fuck you gonna find a woman that's gonna cater to the man in you when the boy in you is still at the helm? Right.
And still want to be around.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Ain't no woman attracted to the man in you that's tied up in the basement in you.
Do you see what I'm saying?
She can't see that motherfucker. He might be brilliant, but he tied up in the basement and Day-Day is running shit.
But do you see how, Jeff, you can make your point without me fucking it up?
I don't know.
Every time I make a good point, Jeff jump in.
Okay, well, I'll wait till you call my name. Nigga.
Wait, look at me. Look at me.
There you go.
Wait, look.
There's a way to fix that. You wait till they call your name. I was in the Marines. I know how that goes.
This is one of the best shows.
This will be the last time I interrupt you. Watch.
That's a lie, Jeff.
Watch.
You've been saying this shit for 13
I've never said
years.
This. Ladies and gentlemen watching the ZoWhat Morning Show.
No, Jeff, I don't care about your declarations. You can't help yourself.
Start it up.
Jeff,
watch this shit right here.
You have spiritual
From this
Tourette's.
from this point forward, I will handle this military. I will speak when spoken to.
No, you won't. Jeff, that's not the rule. You can do it. I just want to fuck with you for doing it. You can speak, Jeff.
Ah, there we go.
Fucking
right. There we go. There we go. I know how to follow orders. I'm good at that. Okay.
Jeff is an asshole.
Oh, assholes get things done. Of course.
I'm just saying, y'all, hey, man, stop hating on the brother Kevin. Let me just say, man, he, like I said, his information provides a service. And remember this, I'm gonna say this again. A diamond is only a diamond based off of its brilliance. If you got a diamond that's not brilliant, that shit ain't worth nothing. And what makes a diamond brilliant are the amount of facets it has. Facets equal perspectives. My perspective is in the diamond. Kevin's perspective is in the diamond. Iyanla Van Zant's perspective is in the diamond. Corey Holcomb's perspective is in the diamond. Geoff Brown's perspective is in the diamond. And all these other motherfuckers who come into this fold that are sharing information, their perspective is in the diamond. And I'm only talking about the perspectives that have high quality, the perspectives that matter. That's what makes the diamond brilliant. So there's room for fucking everybody, right? There's room for fucking everybody. And it's not about besmirching one man. Like I said, I can listen to him objectively and be like, oh, I see what level. And to say level isn't to say his level is beneath or lower. I'm just saying for a certain consciousness, motherfuckers fuck with that manipulative, because that's what that is. Like, if I'm positioning myself in life to be able to have control over my relationships in a transactional society, you need money and resources, period. Nigga, and if I would tell any young man, this is my, and Jeff, I want you to give young men and women some advice real quick. I tell motherfuckers this all the time. Young men, don't have no motherfucking babies. And when you're getting to know a woman, you better find out what her beliefs are and who the authors of those beliefs are. If her beliefs are authored by this society, in other words, she doesn't have an original thought in and of herself, in and of her family, like this is they shit, this is how they think. Anything that leads back to this society leads you back to the Matrix, nigga. You subject to get caught up in a gang of fuck shit. The more societal she sounds, the more in trouble you might be in. I'm trying to tell. The more she sounds like Kamala, the more she sounds like this system, the more she sounds like Biden, the more she sounds like these niggas that have been placed in position to parrot what this society says is good, the more trouble your ass is in. Geoff Brown, your thoughts?
First, let's look at your boy Kevin. What we often try to do is make an individual bigger than their purpose.
Wow.
Kevin Samuels is no different. He gay. He hate women.
Is he gay?
No, I'm going through the list.
Oh shit, I was about to say, I
The
don't know nothing about the
list.
man.
I don't know nothing, me neither. I know the nigga dress sharp. He stay fly. I know that.
Hey, Jeff,
I know.
you should see my suit for my birthday coming.
Oh shit.
Boy. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
But it's okay. I'll take the time for a side thought. It doesn't even bother me. He stays sharp, but he gay. He hates women, but is he wrong? That's the question. Is he wrong? It doesn't matter that, in my opinion, he is grooming women for successful capitulators.
Talk to me about that. What does that mean? Grooming women for successful
capitulators.
Talk to me, sir.
He says that high-value men make X number of dollars and have X number of options and have X number of expertise. Generally, if unless I have this wrong, they are in the corporate world. They are. They more than likely are not blue-collar workers unless they own their own businesses. That they make a certain dollar amount above what the average man does, and that they're in the 1 or 2% of men who make this money. Well, that we've talked about that on the show requires a great deal of capitulation. So we're gonna put that aside. What he's doing, that is the time for it right fucking now, and does not matter that Geoff Brown has said it, that Zoe Williams has said it, that Corey Holcomb has said it, that that Tommy Sotomayor has said it, that whoever the fuck, insert individual here who has said it. It was not our time to bring the black woman to heel. It is now the time for the black woman to come face to face with herself, and he is the instrument for that. Regardless to the capitulation part, fuck dudes. No, I'm not talking about you, dude, that doesn't have your shit together, black dude, because we've been talking about how your shit isn't together for decades. No one has brought the black woman to bear without ridicule. Shahrazad Ali tried. Y'all ran her out of town. He's saying the same shit that she said. But the time is now. The time as we move into the age of Aquarius, as we move into this knowledge of self and of us and of our past and of where we are going, as you niggas who needed Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton conveniently and happily die, as your old thoughts die off, it is time for the black woman to be brought into account for her shit in this shit. And he is doing that. regardless to how good he is at doing it, and he is, regardless to how many people he's pissing off, and he is. Where is it? Right there. And he is. Regardless to the demographic of people he's upsetting, it is his time to do that thing now. And I don't give a fuck whose dick he's sucking or if he is. I don't give a fuck if he's taking it in the cornhole. I don't give a fuck if he hates women. You know what I give a fuck about? He is right about what he is talking about.
Can I tell you something, ladies and gentlemen? Having your shit together has nothing to do with the maturation of your soul. You can have your shit together and be internally disheveled, broken, dark, meaningless, purposeless. You can have a wonderful bank account. You can have the latest J's. You can have a 75-inch, $30,000 big screen TV at the crib. You can have a $10,000 bed and a $5,000 refrigerator with all the finest designer foods in it. But let me tell you, nourishing your body means nothing if your spirit is famished.
Right, you're feeding your spirit McDonald's.
Having your shit together according to the standards of a sick society has nothing to do with the maturation of your soul. And real relationship work, real relationship coaching has more to do with spirit healing, self-healing, right? It has more to do with that than accumulation. Most of you are so caught up on accumulation thinking it's gonna make you somebody. Watch what niggas say, watch what niggas do when I get this. Watch what niggas think when I do this. Watch what niggas do when I...
I'm finna bust this out on their ass.
To me,
They ain't ready.
that's whole shit. It is. Listen, I'm not defined by anything I have. I like certain things I have, but I'm not defined by them. I remember when the mother of my two oldest children, they were babies at the time, she asked me to move them. They lived in Pasadena at the time, and I had to go get a U-Haul truck and put all their shit in it. I left the gang of shit just because I didn't see the value in it. Now later, she was mad.
All this shit ain't gonna make it.
I didn't give a fuck. Later, she was like, I had tailored suits and all types of shit. I just said, I just grabbed all the shit that I deemed necessary.
How come you still driving? Fuck that shit back there.
Right? And what's crazy is I had did the same thing when I left my bookstore in Altadena. Right? When I decided to leave my bookstore in Altadena, which was on Fair Oaks, right above Woodbury.
Oh shit, I know where that is.
Yeah, man, right across the street from the cemetery. My grandmother was buried, my great-grandmother buried right in that damn cemetery.
Right behind that gas station over there?
Right behind the gas station.
Oh, nigga.
And when I decided to leave the shop, the first thing I did was give all of the books that we had, because we had a bookstore, I gave all of the books away for free. But before I did that, I did the setup. I said, listen, all the people that came to support this shit, I said, look, give me whatever you can afford. If you can't afford anything, just take them. Do you know everybody just took the books and didn't leave nothing? So I'm used to this. This is like 2000. This is like 21 years ago. This is like 2000. I said, hey, give whatever you can, but if you don't have anything, just take the books. Them motherfuckers cleared that bitch out like piranhas on a motherfucking side of rib, nigga. They cleared it out in minutes and left not a penny.
You probably didn't read the fucking books.
So when I decided to leave the bookstore, I left my computer in there. I left everything. So I'm not a person who's attached to shit at all. But I am attached to my people. in a weird way. It's almost like a fucking dysfunctional relationship because I see what we gotta do, but at the same time, it's just crazy to try to keep pushing a motherfucker that's unwilling. And I believe our people, and trust me, Geoff, I spent many sleepless nights contemplating on the words that are about to come out my mouth. Because part of my coaching, I tell people all the time, can't coach the willing. And I'm gonna tell you, man, for the last few months, what's been coming up in spirit is your people are unwilling. And I never wanted to say that publicly. Our people are unwilling to change. Our people are unwilling to do the work. And to me, that's the hardest fucking thing to say about our people. But when you sit back and you observe what we fuck with, what we participate in, that shit is heartbreaking. We are an unwilling people. We are in a codependent, violent, dysfunctional relationship with white supremacy, white standards, white beliefs of success, of love, of happiness, of marriage, of God, of money. We're in a toxic relationship with this country, and we are unwilling to let go of that toxicity. We are the abused woman who refuse to let go of her abuser, which makes her a co-creator of the abusive reality she claims she doesn't want anymore. Geoff Brown, your thoughts?
Well, we've always been that battered wife because, again, we are the carbon copy of a copy of us. My boy Kevin Powell said it best. He said that you have no idea what a successful black man looks like. Because every successful black man in a Brooks Brothers suit with a nice tie and Oxford shoes is a bastardized version of a successful white man. You don't know what it's like to kill the animal to feed your village. You don't know what it's like to go through the rites of passage of your people to a man or a woman. All that was taken from you. So in your desire to be something, which again is why I don't make up or make fun of fucked up ghetto French, nigga French names anymore. Because all it is a black mother going, I know he's not a Todd. I know he's not a Brian. He is something. So I've been locked off of it. Instead of finding out what Amir means or Raheem means or looking up African
Amir,
names.
Prince,
Yes.
Raheem, and Rahman come from the same root, Rahama. Rahim, they say beneficent or merciful. Rahama, Rahman, it's just a more forceful way of saying the same thing.
Okay.
Rahim and Rahman,
Now,
same word, one is just more forceful.
what do D'Artagnan mean?
They say beneficent and merciful. D'Artagnan, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Okay. Well, D'Artagnan is a reach, a babble. This is a mother babbling unto her ancestors for a name for this child.
Ooh. Just like Tamara is Tamare. Ta, earth, ma, water,
Wind.
re,
Fire.
sun.
Oh.
That was the ancient name of Kemet, Tamare, Tamara. You name your baby Tamara, not knowing where that shit came from. There go Tamara. Tamara and them coming.
Octavian, I eat hot Cheetos for breakfast.
I'm just gonna say, man, I'm on some powder shit right now. How long do you think I'm gonna let you keep me here?
Right. He is electrolysis.
How long do you think I'm gonna let me keep you here? Remember that shit? That shit was the funniest. I think Michael Jackson could have played Powder.
What?
How long do you think I'm gonna let you keep me here?
That's it.
Listen, man, this shit can't stay the way it is. We gotta change.
Well, here's the good news. The good news is that, like we said, everybody ain't gonna make it. And our job, officially, I'm just acknowledging it now, but before this moment, officially for a while, our job has not been to unplug people. That was our job at the Foxhole. That was our job at RMC.
Yeah.
That was our job over there. Here, it's about guiding the unplugged. It's not, if you got to be convinced, that this system means nothing for you. If you on the fence about any of this shit, we're not talking to you. If we are on the fence about Joe and Kamala, about this fucking zombie juice, about voting, about any of that shit, if any of it makes sense to you, then you're not unplugged and we're not talking to you. We are talking to the unplugged because there's an arm coming that's gonna sweep all you motherfuckers out of the way over in a FEMA camp. You'll be out of the way. Those of you who have to be convinced to grow your own food. Those of you who have to be convinced to leave animal protein alone. Those of you who have to be convinced to spend your money with black people. I ain't worried about, I ain't talking to you no more.
So listen, let's see, the same people calling Jeff gay are now calling Kevin Samuels gay. Don't get mad at these men for speaking the truth. Just get your stuff together. The message is more important than the messenger.
Damn.
Agreed. And thank you, Miss Tech Not Fancy. We appreciate your Cash App. Not Cash App, but Super Chat.
Super
Thank
Chat,
you
that
for
was
Super
dope,
Chat.
mama.
Again, we are on the oppressor's mind more than we are on yours. There's a reason why we're shadow banned. There's a reason why our numbers have been going down. There's a reason why you haven't been getting motherfucking notifications for this show. There's a reason. But because you're not being stimulated the way you want to be stimulated, you find the need or feel the need to criticize or belittle or put down the work that we've been doing. I'm just gonna say, nigga, we are shadow banned on this channel. Please understand that.
Define shadow ban for the
shadow ban is quite simple. Not everybody get your motherfucking your
alerts,
your notifications. Your numbers go down. People don't even know that you guys are
getting down.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah, people are always being disrespectful because this is where their power comes from. Listen, if you're a powerless person in life, a chat room offers an opportunity to be Thor.
In your drawers.
You get to be Hercules at home with shit stains in your little boxers. Can you imagine your penis struggling to find the hole? It's a lot of those type people out there, fully erect, but their penis can't find the hole.
Okay. Let me help you out, youngsters. It's all in how you hold your dick in the dark. Okay?
No, but
you try. If you can't find the hole, that's what we talk about. It's how you hold your dick in the dark. Okay? From the missionary position, here's a little tip from your Uncle Jeff. From the missionary position, grab your ding ding with your forefingers under the bottom.
Oh my God.
Put your thumb over your pee-pee hole and let your thumb guide you to the cuckoo hole, and then bring your thumb out the way. Pow, you're in there.
But that's if you got meat to measure.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hey, that's who I'm talking about. That's who I'm talking about.
See, now listen.
Okay, wait a minute.
I'm talking about little stubble fields.
Why? That's not fair. We don't do this. That's like asking us to answer for old sorry ass dudes. We don't know how to do that.
I'm just saying.
You can't speak for a sorry ass dude.
No, but the sister was saying she's tired of people coming in here talking shit on our stream. And I'm saying, fully erect, their penis does not protrude outside that hole.
No. Oh, okay. Oh, you talking about, okay.
These are little stubble fields,
Okay.
I call them.
Okay.
It's almost like they shaved their dick with their pubic hair. And then...
What happened to the? It's not about the size of the ship; it's the motion of the ocean.
That's small dick talk.
That's
small dick talk.
Yeah.
All that small dick talk. You got to know what you doing. Yeah, that's small dick talk.
That's tic-tac talk.
That's tic-tac talk. That's for niggas who...
Tic-tac talk.
That's for niggas...
No.
That's
not ever.
That's for niggas who ain't never said, move your hand.
Right, move your hand out.
You ain't never
Get
said,
your hand off my head.
Why you running? If you ain't never said, why you running?
God damn it.
If you ain't never said, no, you gonna take it this evening. No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna slow down. No, I'm not gonna stop going there. I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go right to the borrow money spot.
Do you understand? I'm going right to your car keys spot.
And I'm gonna make you offer them to me.
Do you understand? You finna get up after this is over and make me a gourmet grilled cheese sandwich.
In the words of Henry Coleman, when a woman make you a sandwich, if she don't ask you what you want on that sandwich, she making you another nigga sandwich. That's a sandwich. That's another nigga. That ain't your sandwich. She didn't make you no custom.
And the reason why we talking about this is because this is what little dick, powerless, tiny men do in the presence, in the television presence of real men. You get to bark at the wolf, Chihuahua. You barking at the TV screen. Because you see dogs, you see wolves in this bitch.
Yeah.
You know good and well if your ass was in the presence of a wolf, that tail would be snug in your ass like a G-string.
And if he look at you, you gonna roll over on your back.
You got a tail in your ass like a G-string, boy. Puss ass niggas.
But in the words of Cam, you better tuck that rag.
Hey nigga, I ain't scared of none of y'all. I need you to understand that.
Right?
Maybe, shit, well nigga, fuck it. Maybe you just need to see a nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Well, see, you know what though, bro? We got to get to that point. We got to get to that point because I'm feeling that's a sort of way right now because I done started back with my boxing workout. And
yeah, I used to box with Kev.
Yeah.
Kev is
shout
good.
out to Kev. You don't want none of that either.
Let me tell you something. Kev is real good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about going back to Kev as well. But, I mean, Kev is great.
Yeah.
But Kev got busy, man. His platform is growing up.
Shout out, yeah. And about time, man. This is the same shit. Kev been talking this shit for years.
That was the purpose of me bringing Kev on the show. Because I was like, nigga, you know too much shit. Let me bring your ass on the show, man, so you can talk some of this shit. And at first he was uncomfortable, but now that motherfucker good. He all right. So Kev got the spirit of Ogun. I agree. But guess what spirit I got, motherfuckers? SU. Come fuck with SU, please. Please come fuck with SU and see what happened. And do your research on who SU is, please. Can y'all please go do your research on SU? Can somebody do that for me? Please.
Somebody been talking that shit, Zo.
I promise you. I got initiated. My crown is SU. My foot is Oshun. Somebody do your research.
Oh, the sisters.
Neither one of them are to be fucked with. Please do your research.
Did they break it down for you?
Of course.
Okay, yeah.
SU Oshun. Please do your research on both of them.
Find your gods.
Who walk with you? SU walk with me.
Well, Jesus walks with me.
And Oshun walk with me. Who walking with you?
I don't know about no SU. You're going to hell with that SU. Jesus walks with me.
Okay.
Hold it, Revoco Show.
All right.
Thank you, Jesus.
Find out. Anyway, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let me just say this really quickly. We got 2 Shrouded Lighthouse orders in 2 hours. Please go to theshroudedlighthouse.com. We're trying to get to 500. We're at 426. We're trying to get to 500. I want you to support all of the black-owned businesses I put in front of you. Please support Zmos at cmossbusiness.com. cmossbusiness.com, my new CMOS product. You see my product?
How much you?
Just go to cmossbusiness.com and order your order of Zmos, man.
So I can't just give you some money and take that?
No.
Shit.
God damn
What
it.
is it?
cmossbusiness.com. Support all of these businesses that we put in front of you. Total Package Energy. Everybody, if I don't mention your name right now, I mentioned it at the beginning of the show. Please, please, please support. We're trying to get to 500 copies. Can we get 100 copies?
We
200?
are getting the 500.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Mike said we are getting to 500 copies. Yes, we are. We're almost there. 426. Can we get all of you guys who haven't ordered, get over to theshroudedlighthouse.com. Hit my girl Sarah's Cash App. Hit Jeff's Cash App. Right? Hey, does OneStream have a Cash App? What's OneStream's Cash App? Because this is a black-owned business. OneStream, $OneStream TV. Can you guys support this black-owned business? This brother's name is Mike. He has housed this show for almost 2 years now.
Can Mike get some love?
Man, can Mike get some love? The brother right out of Inglewood doing the work. Please support that $OneStream TV. One is the actual OneStream TV. Please support. Somebody said, who is SU? Look them up and go find out.
You know who Jesus is.
ESU, SU. Go look him up.
You know who Daniel is. You know who David is.
It's not ZMossbusiness.com. It's cmossbusiness.com. Zmos is the product. cmossbusiness.com is where you can find my Zmos product. cmossbusiness.com. All right. Much love, much appreciation. Support. TheShroudedLighthouse.com. Nothing but love. Thank you guys for sitting in here and letting these old uncles talk shit to you. It's only for the betterment of your life. And hopefully you guys can reflect something back to us, man. Any information, books, knowledge you guys want to share with us, please follow us on our Instagram. I'm at HRH Mr. ZoWhat. HRH Mr. ZoWhat. Geoff Brown, where can they find you on Instagram?
You can find me at $GBFUNNYSTYLE for Cash App. At GBFUNNYSTYLE is Instagram and Twitter. Tonight, giraffe balls. What are we going to cover? We're going to cover Kamala and Chucks this evening and what they mean to you. Kamala and Chucks going to have you clutching your pearls.
All right. Sarah, get Sarah over there so she can get hers. Sarah, put your Cash App up. Please support Sarah. Like I said, if everybody did $2, that would change the game. Everybody. If one person does $2, shit, she can't even get a motherfucking honey bun. But let everybody do $2. Can we all do that?
I can't just Cash App you and get that?
No.
You sucker.
No. All right, this was an extended show. We appreciate you all. Thank you. Much love. I'll talk to you guys soon next week. Zoe Williams, Mansions. We're going to keep doing it. We'll holler at y'all. Deuces.